That doesn't sound good, Shira. I can help, but my squad is about to deploy on a vital mission.
Don't worry. Abaka over at the mine said they didn't make off with too much.
Hey there, Fenella. Something happen? It's not every day I see you hanging around town.
I was actually getting ready to bring a new recon squad out on a mission. Our scouts sent word that the Cabal appeared to be testing new armor-forging materials. But as you may have just overheard, our Radiant Sight stores are also in slight danger.
Someone's stealing it. Won't that mess with the barrier?
Not that serious. We're only missing a fraction of the overall shipment, but I'm worried about what they may be plotting.
Guess you're bound to run into some sticky fingers sooner or later.
They may be hoping to sell it on the black market. We've recently had to crack down on a few smugglers. Only by finding out the culprit could we figure out their motive. Shira is going to look into it first, and I'll join the investigation once I return from the recon mission.
Let me help investigate so you can focus on your mission. The Cabal are the real threat after all.
But this is an Iron Wolf's duty.
Come on, I'm basically professional backup. Besides, Zev and I would be less familiar faces, so the thief likely wouldn't even notice us.
All right. Shira will fill you in on the investigation plans. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'll get to the bottom of it. So what's the plan? Where should we start?
There's an entrance to the mines here in town not far from here. One of the senior miners, Abaka, might have some information. You can also have a look around the area, see if there's anything else noteworthy. Meanwhile, I'll sort through our records and see who's had access to the ore recently.
Wait, I've still got a few more questions.
It goes onto the elevator. Then, seeing as it's fuel for the barrier, it's taken closer to the Sentinel's arm. Theoretically, 8 hours healed can power the barrier for a whole day, but if we're hit with an unceasing bombardment, then it starts consuming extra radiant sight.
Has Viridia's barrier generator been running this whole time?
Of course. With the enemy right at our doorstep, we need to keep constant vigilance, Wolf. The workers responsible for processing it complained that the new miners weren't seasoned enough, said the radiant sight they brought had a bunch of uneven chunks missing. But when we looked into it, the miners were cleared of suspicion, and we could rule out damage from transport. So that left only one possibility. Someone shipped away chunks of it.
But why?
That's what we're worried about, and why we need to investigate. Excellent. Then I'll get to work looking through the files.
What's your plan, Detective Wolf?
How about we check out those crates?
Since radiant sight exhibits hardness comparable to that of ceramics, it could be utilized for military materials rather than barrier charging systems. There are also cut crystal clusters here. No visible signs of damage. No radiant sight in these containers. Just mining drills. Well, there's nothing noteworthy here. Let's go question the miners over there.
Hey there. Shira sent me to look into leads on the stolen Radiant site. Like, has there been anyone suspicious around lately?
No, we already told her all the Radiant site was in mint condition when it left the mines. Plus, only miners are allowed into the caves, and we keep records of everyone's daily shifts.
So, probably not a miner, huh?
If we wanted fresh Radiant site, we could just mine it ourselves. Why go through the trouble of damaging perfectly good ore and leaving such obvious marks? Besides, smuggling Radiant site's strictly forbidden, and none of us would want to risk losing our jobs. And between you and me, I bet the last thing any of us wants to see when we clock out are more of these rocks.
If we rule out the miners, that leaves transport to charging prep as our time range.
Maybe you could talk to Wissam over at the elevator. The militia's in charge of both those stages.
Hello. Wissam, right? We're helping Shira look into the missing Radiant site and hopefully find some new clues.
Ugh, just how many people know about this case?
Nah. Just me, Zev, Shira, Baka, and Finala. Oh, and maybe Finala's ghost. That's all I know. Something wrong? You look nervous.
There may be Cabal spies in town. Why? Just now? When you guys were prepping for field work? I heard them say the Cabal are wearing some sturdier-looking new armor. There's a good chance it's made from some sort of Radiant-site alloy. I mean, the timing is a bit suspicious, don't you think?
Cabal spies? I wouldn't worry about that. We still don't have any concrete information about their new gear. And the little bit of Radiant site that was stolen couldn't possibly outfit a whole Cabal company.
That's a good point. But if it wasn't Cabal then, I still think someone took it from here. Because there was one other suspicious thing that happened. Lately, I've been seeing this guy sneaking around the marketplace. He doesn't buy anything though. He browses for a bit, then leaves town. Do you think he might be taking the Radiant site with him?
It's definitely worth looking into. Did you see his face?
Not very clearly. But he usually shows up at the market later in the afternoon.
Well, that narrows down our search again. I'll head back and tell Shira what we learned.
Sure. And, be sure to remind her to keep the investigation low-key.
Hey, Shira. Did you find anything? I talked with both Abaka and Wissam, and I think we've got a lead. Wissam suspects someone's taking the Radiant site out of town. He said he's seen someone who often leaves in the afternoon.
I checked the transport roster, and a few names appeared frequently. Maybe we can secretly look into them, especially that guy Wissam saw. If we can catch who's moving the ore, then we'll know where we can retrieve it.
I'll keep an eye out.
If we're going to scope out the marketplace, we should probably find a good vantage point. Follow me. I know just the place. Here we are. We can see the whole town now. Hey, check out that guy over there. Is it me, or does he seem particularly shifty? We need to keep up with him, but be careful. We can't let him spot us.
I've got a new Radiant site here.
He stopped, and it looks like he's talking to a ghost? Come on, let's go confront our thief.
Ahem.
You were tailed? Careless, careless.
Who are you?
Did you get all that recorded, Zev?
Yep. This evidence is irrefutable. We've got our suspect, all right.
No, you got it all wrong. I was forced into it. They're the ones who stole from me.
Boy, we didn't steal anything. You bet big and lost. If you're gonna blame anyone, blame yourself.
So we've got a suspect who says he was forced, and a ghost accused of robbery. We've got plenty of time to investigate. But first, you got a light-bearer ghost?
The captain's busy. I'm just helping her collect her winnings. She's owed that Radiant sign.
What for?
You'll have to ask her yourself. My job's collecting our rightfully owed payment. And let me emphasize again, He got into this entirely of his own free will. We aren't even charging interest.
How can Radiant stolen from Viridia be yours? We're here to bring it back.
Listen, this whole thing's actually quite simple. This sucker made a bet with the captain, and unfortunately, he lost. Big time. Based on our agreement, they needed to fork over an heirloom watch of his. Authentic Golden Age jewelry it is. All worth a small fortune. But we are heartless, of course. He offered to pay the equivalent amount in Radiant side. How about this? Seeing as you're here on behalf of Viridia.
Good. Considering you have to steal the payment. How did you lose this badly?
I won't gamble anymore. Never again, I swear it. The watch is really important to me. And Viridia's the only place where I could safely get Radiant Sight. I had no other choice.
All this for a watch? Look, I'm willing to help you out here, but there's gotta be something else you're interested in, other than stealing from Viridia's Radiant Sight stockpile.
Now we're talking. Those Cabal brutes have some fancy new armor made with a Radiant Sight alloy. Get us a few suits of the stuff, and perhaps it can replace the ore.
It's a deal. If I were you, I'd go turn myself into Shira. Unless you feel like getting arrested by Finala instead.
Sure. I'll tell her everything.
Good. Now, here's how this is going to work. You're going to talk to Shira. I'm going to get that Radiant Sight armor, and you're going to take me to your Lightbearer. Then this whole theft, debt thing is over. Understand?
I know where we can find some Cabal. Follow me, mateys!
Mateys? We literally just met.
See those big guys wearing the new suits of armor? They're even more of a nuisance than usual. It's like they don't even feel pain.
Don't worry. They'll definitely feel a few grenade launcher shots to the face.
Ha! I think you get along with the captain. She's all about explosives. Makes me worry the impact of you two meeting will send me flying. Aha! There they are. They're all yours, so good luck. I can find you some cover. That Radiant Sight armor's no joke, eh? Not even a scratch on it. There's our first haul. Good. Come with me. We'll find the next squad. Just like last time, you're in charge of the exchange. I am finding it to cover. Interesting. This one had some intel the captain can put to good use. That should be plenty. You weren't too shabby out there, Lightbearer. As promised, I'll take you to meet the captain. Stick close.
The name's Wolf. You've already met Zev. We still don't know what to call you, though.
Parrot. A parrot's just a name. Don't mean I'm some sort of rainbow-colored, feathered chatterbox.
Of course. Being called Wolf doesn't mean I'm a fluffy canine.
Who are the new crewmates, Parrot?
I believe now's the time for formal introductions. Welcome aboard, mateys. This is our Captain Maru, and I'm her first mate. Our two guests here are Wolf and Zev. Now then, you guys ready?
Ready for what? We're just here for the watch.
some loot to trade for that watch. It's not Radiant sight, but it's the Cabal's new armor. That stuff you've been curious about.
Aye. It could serve as a replacement for the Radiant sight that guy owed me. Alright. You can take the watch.
What about the rest of the Radiant site? That stuff was stolen from Viridia.
Where they all came from is our mutual friend's concern, not mine. All I know is this armor's only enough to trade for the watch. If you want to trade for something else, it'll cost you.
Then could you at least tell me how much armor you need? I'll go get it now.
There's no need to go to all that trouble, matey. Aye, I've got a better idea. Good duelists are hard to find in this wasteland, and I've been itching for a proper game. How about we play a game of Shadow Shaper duels? That stolen Radiant side of yours can be the prize.
And if I lose?
You'll return the watch to me, and the Radiant sight, naturally, is mine. What? Afraid your skills aren't up to snuff?
I think we should approach this with caution, Wolf.
Let's bring a little pet onto the field. Next, some crew members to hold the line. Remember what's up for grabs. Are you really giving this your all?
Just my luck. They've really tightened security. There's no chance now. Forget it. I'll just head to the meeting spot.
Something's not right about your energy count.
Oh, I never said we were playing by the rules now, did I? You almost had me there, Wolf. But if there's one thing I'm good at, it's turning the tide.
Anyone can see you cheated.
We never agreed to a fair duel, though. You agreed to the bet, and you lost. Parrot's got it all recorded.
You're not talking sense. And if you're planning to rob me in broad daylight...
Relax, kiddo. Threatening me won't get you anywhere. The Radiant sight's long gone. Already used up to forge some metal plating. I just wanted to see what kind of metal you were made of. Still, if you're looking for Radiant sight to help Viridia's losses, I may have a proposition for you. The Cabal moved tons of Radiant. That should be plenty. Let's head out and get ready to receive our Radiant sight.
These mines look like fallen weaponry. How the blokes at the black market get their hands on these?
The how is never important. What is important is that Goliath tank's weakest armor just so happens to be on the bottom.
So, Captain, what do you think about Wolf? Are we looking at a long-term partnership?
Honorable, eager to help, hoping to change the world. They're just the exploitable type of light bearer we need.
We can ambush the Cabal caravan in this tunnel.
I'll wait for the caravan here. You're on lookout, Parrot.
Aye, aye, Captain.
They're coming down the hill now. Get ready to fire, Captain. There's more Cabal coming up behind them.
I've got him in my sights. Find cover, Parrot. Your legend is?
Troops got those blokes against the armor. They're getting into position. A whole truck of radiant sight. Wolf's intel was right on the money.
Of course. The Iron Lords aren't known for running with frauds. Come on, Parrot. Let's get this truck out of here.
Ugh, I hate conducting arc energy. Makes me feel all prickly. I need a bit more time. Got it. We're ready to set sail. Careful, Captain. It's the ball having enough firepower to send us both. Enemies at 3 o'clock. Don't even think about stealing the treasure we rightfully stole. Let the cannon roar. We've got more enemies blocking the road.
Let's make them wet their pants. Park the truck in that cave. Wolf's sure to pay us a visit soon.
What's next, Captain?
It's time we moved on to our real objective. Getting our hands on a working spacecraft. How about that intel you picked up from the Cabal soldiers? Any luck deciphering it?
You're not going to believe this, Captain. This is a set of coordinates and a passcode. I think we've got a new target to plunder.
I can see the next phase of the plan coming together. This is the perfect bait to reel in our flying fish.
I can hardly wait, Captain. Seems Wolf can't wait either. You've got a new message.
Your intel was spot on, Wolf. Young Lightbearers as reliable as you are hard to come by.
And what about the ore? Time to make good on your word.
It's in a safe place. I have another proposal. If you agree to the terms, you can take the whole truckload.
I knew there was something fishy about this. The Radiant site, the proposals, the bet. All of this has been part of your plan, hasn't it? You found a messenger, then you set up a game, then you cooperated with me to win my trust. Why not just spit it out?
It's all about laying bait. Back when I was fishing out on the open ocean, I'd like to catch the small fries first. Then, I'd use little fish as bait for even bigger catches. Establishing trust with one another is a process. But now, I know I can tell you what I'm really after. What I want is a ship. And right now, the aliens are the only ones who have them. They're the ones who control Earth's skies. And word is, you have connections with the Fallen, don't you? Based on what I know, you're from Haven, and the only way to realistically get from there to the Red Sea Rift quickly is with something that can fly. Of course, there's also another rumor. One that says the Iron Lords accepted a Fallen among their ranks. I'm sure you have more insight into the validity of this claim than I do, though.
You investigated me?
A necessary skill for any captain. Information brings riches. Look, if you do a little favor for me, you can get a whole truck of radianite. Just think of Viridia's miners. You'd be easing their burden, wouldn't you?
Before I decide, I've got a few questions.
To soar into the cosmos. The collapse left this place nothing but a ruin. And I know what you're going to say, but they're building a new city. Not my concern. That takes time. And when all's said and done, I don't think Haven will be any different from the Warlord's territories. I'd rather see what lies beyond the moon's orbit. Human fleets once explored all of Sol. Just think about what treasures lay hidden in those distant settlements.
Okay, but if it's a spaceship you're after, why not just steal one of the Cabal's?
No, those steel shipping containers of theirs won't do. As I just said, I need a ship capable of intergalactic travel. But those Cabal transport ships, they can only perform basic vector navigation. They're far more primitive than those of the Fallen. Imagine my surprise when I found out those scrappy-looking skiffs can be upgraded to traverse wormholes. With a bit of modification, a skiff would be the ideal vessel for space travel. I need to confirm one thing first. How is the standing of that fallen friend of yours in Haven? Among the other Elixni, I mean.
She's in exile. She left her original house, so she doesn't have any particularly strong ties.
Good. Good.
What does that mean? You aren't planning to hijack her skiff, are you?
Relax. She's not my target. She probably has some old contacts, though. Maybe someone she's been in conflict with. I can help her get some payback, then set a trap and make off with her enemy's skiff.
What sort of trap?
Oh, tricking a scavenger's easy. Just leak out the location of some valuable goods, then strike while they're transporting the loot back.
And you're sure everything will go according to plan?
There is no way of being completely certain, of course. But I always find a way to make it work. Get me a contact from that Elixni friend of yours. Someone she really hates. That's the only way the plan can proceed.
That's all?
You could also take me on a little tour of Haven. I haven't paid that city a visit yet.
Seems I don't really have a good reason to refuse.
Excellent. Then come with me, and we'll grab your Radiant site, as promised.
prosperous than I'd imagined.
Alright, let's head to Gavar's stall. Strange. She's not here today.
Oh, you're looking for that alien lady? She left this morning.
Do you know where Kavar went?
Probably to check out her ship. It's by the armory, I think.
Yeah, I always see her go to decorate it whenever she buys new fabrics from the dye workshop. I've never seen you before. Are you a light bearer too? Why are you wearing an eye patch?
'Cause she's a pirate. I've read stories about them. They sail ships and steal riches, and they put an X on their maps to mark where they buried their treasures.
Not quite. We follow the maps to find the treasure. And we don't just haul away loot. We also snatch up naughty kids and make them swab the deck. You two interested in a little cleaning work? You'd have a bed in a cold, damp cabin, and you'd be fighting the roaches for food. Be sure not to let them get in your ears, though.
Not me.
Me neither.
Be good these next couple of days. I'll be asking your folks how you were.
But our parents are off traveling somewhere far away. Miss Amy is the one looking after us.
Then I'll be sure to pay her a visit. Now then, let's go find that friend of yours.
Yeah, I'm planning to give Lily a necklace for her birthday. Which style do you think would be best?
Let me look.
Look, Captain, behind that cloth.
Aha! What do we have here? Wolfie, you've been holding out on me. Haven's been making a ship this whole time.
It's more fixing up than making. The local scientist Donovan is taking care of it for now. Some of the engineers from his research group are trying to reassemble it, but there's a bunch of missing parts.
That's no easy task. I tried making a ship myself once. Ended up finding out I'd overestimated the strength of the materials on the test flight.
How'd you learn how to make ships?
The captain's made lots of things, like that relic of hers. That cannon was once a weapon on a ship. Once she got it free, she made it her own personal weapon.
Where do you even start learning skills like that?
Upsides of being a light bearer, my friend. You've got infinite time, so why not learn a thing or two? If I can get my hands on a skiff, I'm sure I can make it even better. Let's go. We've still got to find your friend.
Over here. Her ship's docked at the port. Hey, Kavar. I brought a friend I'd like to introduce you to. Her name's Maru. She wants to talk business with you.
Away from stall, I do not provide services. But with Wolf, can make an exception. What does new one request?
Nothing too special. You wouldn't even need to leave Haven. I know your people are star-sailing corsairs, whose hearts burn with the same fiery rebellion as mine. Power exchange is common among every ship's crew, just like ebb and flow of tides, especially when the loot's split crooked. Have you ever experienced such a mutinous moment?
Would rather stand back and watch them fight. Captain's greedy, ignorant.
There's always someone too ambitious to know the difference between a friend and a foe. I have a feeling you know exactly the sort I'm talking about. Tell me about him. I could exploit his greed and teach him a lesson. No bounty, all free.
Baron Epicesk, dissatisfied after the Archon replaced the Prime Servitor. He left his house. Has been rallying fellow dissenters, waiting for right chance. Self-righteous. Talon thinks he should restore deposed Prime Servitor.
Sounds like the perfect candidate. One more thing, though. He wouldn't happen to have ships, would he? Ships like yours.
Indeed. Has own skiff fleet. Power is not to be underestimated. His small skiff is inferior to mine, though.
Sounds like we have our guy. Any idea where I could find him?
Hides near the aeronautic campus in Jiangxi Metro. You may find subordinates there, but he will not show himself easily.
Don't worry. We know how to wake up a drunken fallen. I'll be able to get him out.
You just mentioned he supports the Prime Servitor. In that case, he likely respects all servitors, right?
Yes. Only before them does he reign in pride.
Then I know just how to find him.
Kavar, you aren't curious about why they're looking for this guy?
I have many things to concern myself with. Arrogant, evil barons not among them.
Thank you, Kavar. Oh, and one more thing. If you've got the time, I'd like to have my ghost stick around a while.
If Ghost wishes to study, will cost Glimmer. Hourly.
Oi! Epescats! You coward! We're gonna kick your abdomen!
Epicesk. Scaracarax. Mirabaracax.
Let's go, Captain. I've already linked the language recognition system to your helmet. Now, I'll be able to give you a real-time translation.
That'll make acquiring fallen parts a lot easier.
Where to next, Captain? Are we gonna make some noise at the launch site to lure out the fallen?
We need to find a servitor first. Luckily, the gorillas gave us the necessary intel. That's our bait taken care of. Let's go set the stage.
Everything's ready, Captain. The fallen could come at any moment. I took the bait.
Translator is working wonders, Parrot. Tell them we're here to talk.
All right, I can do that. Hold fire! Negotiate! This not a trick! You sure about this, Captain?
Don't worry. If things go south, just conceal yourself.
How dare you blaspheme one of our revered machines in such a way, you two-armed scum!
Tell him we'd like to make a trade, Parrot.
You, me, trade. No trick.
You may be both brave and foolish together. Why would I entertain business with you? Release the servitor before I crush you.
can take that servitor once we've finished our negotiations. We found a treasure trove, and we'd be willing to share with him. We brought some special armor made by the Cabal. No other Elixni knows these armor exist. They can give your Corsairs an advantage. And we know where you can get more.
Why should we trust you? You can just offer us what you got before I force you. Price always come with risk. I don't want to waste my strength on your scam.
You already tested my cannon with your own crew. Stealing my share only weakens you against the other fallen caps. Only a fool would turn an ally into an enemy. We know the depot's location, but we can't breach its defenses. With your skiff and my cannon, we can raise their fortifications with minimal casualties, then split the spoils. Of course, the majority is yours.
We do not trust your kind, servant of the great machine. You are bold. Your ideas have merit, but we do not trust. You must prove your worth to me. Loyalty. Given your lack of manners and penchant for destruction, I have the perfect job for you.
He seems really interested in your weapon, Captain. He wants to see what it's capable of.
Then ask him what he wants me to blast apart.
You? Explosion? What you want?
They betrayed our prime servitor. Use forbidden techniques to create their own ether. Destroy their reserves. Send a message that they must fall back in line.
These Fallen sure eat some odd stuff.
Can they tell us anything about how the ether reserves are guarded?
He says they're a bunch of small fries, but they're good at hiding and fleeing. That's why they've lasted this long.
We'll look into it. Have him share the coordinates with us.
Return successful. Prove your worth. Perhaps I will consider your offer.
All set, Captain. Let's head back. Our target should be in that tunnel, Captain. Not nearly as hidden as he said. Like a little mayhem to let off some steam, eh? We've still got a few left, though. He was right when he said there weren't many guards. I take back what I just said.
Seems their leader's here. Hide yourself, Karen. Praying and praying!
He exploited us and never warned us about the ambush patrols lying in wait.
Well, we did agree to help.
Oh, right, but this is extra work. We're supposed to demolish reserves, not shovel his dissidents for him.
Maybe we should bring back that captain's head. When Epicus sees what crossing us looks like, I bet he'll suddenly be more willing to negotiate. Let's go see what the Baron has to say.
I bet he set this all up himself. Just look at how smug he looks. We survived the extra dirty work you dumped on us.
Seems you've come back with an extra surprise for me. The captain who guarded that place was one of the Archon's veteran commanders. I didn't bank on you taking him out.
Oh, a sly fellow, this one. Not even gonna try to make up a believable excuse.
He schemed to use us to kill that captain. Or, if we failed, at least weaken the defenses. But seeing as his enemy now has eyes on him, we've got a perfect opportunity. Tell him the Radiant Sight can help him secure even more victories.
He wants us to help him take down a few more captains to weaken the Archon's forces.
Didn't Little Wolf already take down their archpriest? Tell him we aren't accepting any merc jobs until our current deal's finished.
Us? Extra work? No more!
Why should I believe this metal of yours is useful? Human things are refuse. You are nothing without the great machine.
We brought some armor made of the alloy. He can use it to test the material's strength. As I said before, this armor was engineered by the Cabal. He should get ready, because we'll be plundering those space rhinos next.
I emphasized our professionalism. Even cited a few excerpts from the Pirate's Code.
What does the human need these materials for?
He sure has a lot of questions.
Patience, Parrot. Tell him I'm short on cash, and am planning to sell them on the black market. They can be traded for a lot of glimmer. He should be able to understand, right?
Material equals glimmer. Savvy?
You cannot possibly sell that much. How about this? I'll send my troops with you. In exchange, you give me 90% of the spoils. The rest is yours to sell.
The lowest I'll go is a 70-30 split. Remind him that knowing the Foundry's coordinates isn't enough. He still needs the passcode to breach the depot and secure the alloy. My cannon can breach their solid phalanx. We must work together.
You're familiar with the place. What is your plan? Is there a suitable location for an airdrop?
The main entrance is heavily guarded, but there's a platform atop an open pit of magma inside. He can either airdrop us in, or give us a ship and let us do it ourselves.
He declined, Captain. But he can use his skiff to suppress the Cabal's defenses and give us an opening.
Then he'll need to ensure our safety. After all, we're the ones who know the depot passcode.
But then, you favored ones do not fall so easily, do you?
Oh, he's on board!
Finally! Does he have any other requests?
He wants to test that armor's strength.
Then I'll leave it with him as a show of sincerity. Oh, right. Tell him we need to use his ship to transport our portion of the alloy once we take it.
He agreed, Captain.
Good. Then it's settled. I'll contact him before we kick things off.
This guy's a real pain in the neck, eh, Captain?
Aye. But so long as he agrees to let us on board, it'll all be worth it.
My game! That'll be our chance!
Of course, but don't get too excited. Not until the plan comes together.
It's almost time to meet the Baron, Captain. Let's get ready to take on the Foundry. Those Cabal guards don't have much as a scratch on them. You don't think that guy was penis fussy?
Keep making for the door. The Baron won't let this opportunity pass him by. But if I know his type, he's going to wait until things are in his favor to strike.
What'll we do, Captain? There's a whole artillery line up ahead.
Stay behind my barrier. We'll blast our way through.
Thank you, a timely bunch. We're already at the door. What, if the Baron still get a magic mule on his way here?
Told you he'd wait until the winds were in his favor. Let's use the chaos as cover to get inside.
This falling bombardment is relentless. Hopefully our future ship's firepower is just as good. Crew, or we'll blow you down. I've been studying the Cabal's language, shouldn't I? Up ahead, Captain. We can go through the underground vent. Here's the entrance. Time in. The open-air portion of the foundry is just up ahead. That's where we'll be rendezvousing with the Baron's reinforcements. Roman troops are dropping in and engaging the Cabal over there.
Stay alert, Carrot. We'll help them take out the big ones first.
Coming through. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. We're coming up on their Radiant Site storage room. The Baron said he'd be coming up personally. Oh, there he is. Looks like that door.
Too late, foolish procrastinators! Get this door opened before I crush your skulls with my heel. Every elixir we lose for your incompetence, I'm taking from your cut.
He says he'll cover us.
Be careful. The closer we get to the treasure, the more dangerous it'll get.
The beasts are coming! Give no quarter! Do not let the human die before it opens this door!
Oh, the treasure's just up ahead. We can enter. Now, why must both the Cabal and the Foreman put defenses inside our forts? This should be the Radiant site alloy.
Tell the Baron to have his troops move it to the magma platform. His ship needs to wait for us there.
Now that we have the alloy, plans have changed. I've thought it over, and you two have become quite expendable.
Captain, I don't like the sound of this.
Tell him all he has to do is take us aboard, and I'll up the ante to an 80-20 split.
Uh-oh. Suppose this means negotiations have broken down.
These metals are all mine. Don't even think of taking them.
I didn't expect him to be so impatient. My original plan was to settle this matter on our return.
This is mutiny! You'll want to pay for that! The Baron's falling back!
Catch up to him! We're not letting him get away with my ship!
He's on the platform!
That ship is staying put.
Watch out! See if we can get all this ammo!
Cut off the head and the snake.
That's what mutiny gets! Blast those bunch of cowards! Fleeing without their captain! Now the Radiant Site alloy is all ours!
Parrot, did you forget what we came here to plunder?
Radiant Site alloy! Oh, wait, no! Don't blast it all, those build sucking! They're taking the shit!
Talk about bad luck. Contact Wolf. We'll need one of Viridia's trucks to haul this stuff.
Thanks for your generous contribution, Captain Maru. Such a big haul will keep Viridia's shields running for a long while. So, what happened with the ship? I doubt donating this much Radiant Sight was in your original plan.
All work and no pay is no way to treat your sailors. Think of it as a reward.
Unfortunately, things fell through in the end. We almost got onto that skiff, though.
What happened? Did they find out you were planning to hijack it?
That guy's greedier than a warlord. Turns out I wasn't the only one looking to betray the terms of our agreement. His goal was clearly to take all the Radiant Sight for himself. If you'd been there, we would have had a classic three-way standoff. Shame it was just the Baron and me. Turned into a jewel. He paid the price for his greed.
Sounds like the scammer got scammed.
Oh, please. You're not still salty about that card game, are you?
I'm just joking with you. So, what's next? Now that you've visited Haven, are you still looking to sail the stars?
Of course. There will come a day when I leave this planet. Just as one day you'll leave Haven. Everything that happens here on Earth, it feels like a never-ending cycle playing out. I've seen refugee boats slowly sinking in the Tasman Sea. The coastlines of the Fraser Islands shrouded in smoke and flames at dusk. All disasters wrought by the warlords. And there will always be new warlords. Establishing new territories, rallying mortals to their cause, attempting to rebuild ideal cities. Just like Haven. Destroy, rebuild, destroy, rebuild. An endless cycle that's made the world's mana weak. When I was resurrected, the people who took me in saw death as a journey that leads to many paths. But the light has blessed me with a different fate than my people. I am immortal. Death has no path for me, and my mana will not enrich the world. So, I have to seek a new journey. And I believe mine is out there, among the stars, exploring the vastness of space. Just as our ancestors once steered their waka through the encircling tides to find undiscovered islands. After all, if my path must be different, why not break free? Find a new path forward for our world and our people. To set sail and see planetary rings made of meteorites, red supergiants, and colorful stardust, all with my own eyes. I choose to be an explorer, rather than another warlord making the world suffer just to fight over scraps. It's as I said before. Our Golden Age ancestors sent countless colony ships throughout Sol during the Golden Age. Only by exploring the cosmos can we find even greater treasures. Aren't you curious about them too?
Maybe one day. But for now, Haven's taking shape right before my eyes. It's changing day by day.
You're not wrong. For now, I need to rein my expectations in. Focus on the present.
What's the next step for you then? Since you couldn't get a skiff, are you going to try for a Cabal ship? Or maybe one of those Hive Tomb ships? Do those even have flight controls?
No matter what, I've got plenty of radiant sight on hand now. I figure I'll give my previous attempts at making a ship another try. The last one fell apart because the metal was too weak. But with this, that problem should be solved. And there's also a ship I can reference back in Haven.
Don't even think about touching that one. I'll be keeping my eye on you.
No need. I'm confident I can make a better one. And maybe one day, it'll be you guys coming to me for alloys and blueprints. Just you wait. Soon, you'll be witnessing a new ship's maiden voyage.
All right. And hey, who knows? When that time comes, I might be interested in space travel myself. How about we share our findings? We may not be the same crew, but you can always find a friendly port and a friendly tavern here anytime. Just, don't try swindling Wu Ming. He takes his cards seriously. I'll be relying on you, Captain.
Aye, aye.